I want to talk about using empathy and listening to help people play their music. I stumbled on this idea during a job I had in college as a stagehand. Our biggest show was a funkadelic lineup with the stars of that 1970s era, Mother's Finest, Bootsy's Rubber Band, and the headliner, George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. My job was to change the guitars and instruments between sets. And during the first set change, I was at center stage with the lead singer's guitar in my hand when, boom, the set lights came back on. Guitar in hand, I faced 10,000 frenzied fans of funk. All of them could tell I was not a funk master. Hey, white boy, let me see you play that thing. Where's your band, white boy? Come on, let's play that funky music. We kept the stage lights off for the second stage set. But the crowd still knew I was there, and amidst their raucous noise, I completed my mission, even though I was completely unnerved. After the concert, a simple defining thought crossed my mind. Every member of that audience felt like I did, and maybe every day. All I did was get a taste of it, and it was a taste of understanding someone else. And to really understand someone else, it's a little bit like setting the stage for them. It's easy to say, but it's hard to do. And here are three ideas that have helped me along my journey. One of my favorite acronyms is this one. Why am I talking? It is a reminder to listen without needing to respond, whether or not you agree, and to listen for what's really important. Imagine you're in charge of the stage and it's their music that will be heard. You may change the set by the questions you ask, but they are always the musician. The third idea that has helped me is volunteering. Through my involvement with Bella McCree, I've seen extraordinary examples of using empathy to help individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities play their music, and indeed, it is a beautiful sound. Through Leadership Anne Arundel, I've gotten to know people from many different backgrounds. Listening to them has led to relationships, and these relationships have changed my perspective and my life in enormous ways. I'd like to give you a famous example of a stage setter with a not-so-famous person, Joseph Corbel. He was a professor of international politics at the University of Denver, and although he wasn't famous, he's had an enormous impact on the world stage because his daughter is former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright. She credits her father's example as setting the stage for her, but Joseph Corbel also served as a mentor to a promising student, Condoleezza Rice. Initially a music major, it was Professor Corbel who sparked her interest in the Soviet Union and international relations. Dr. Rice describes him as a central figure in her life. And I've had the honor of hearing both of these former secretaries of state credit his influence on their careers and helping them to rise above previously unbroken ceilings. Indeed, he set the stage to help them play their music. I've spent a good bit of time in Dayton, Ohio, which, coincidentally, is the funk capital of the world. It has a rich funk history, and there's even a Funk Music Hall of Fame there. And you can bet I still look pretty out of place. But while in Dayton, I stumbled onto something that brought this notion of stage setting full circle for me. The writer and physician Oliver Wendell Holmes once remarked, "Most people go to their graves with their music still inside them. It isn't that they cannot find their music. It isn't that they do not have music. It is that they do not believe they have music, so they never look for it." You can help someone to believe they have music by setting the stage for them. It takes empathy and listening. So my challenge for all of us here tonight is this: whose stage are you setting so they can play their music?